Okay, hi guys. Today we're going to have just a brief lesson on using Google Sheets. I know you guys are familiar with some of the Google apps, and a couple of you had said that you know how to had some experience with this, but I'm going to just show you how to navigate around Google Sheets, how to create a Google Sheet, how to format some of the columns and rows, and we're going to end up using a little information to make a little pie chart. So after this lesson, we're going to learn more tomorrow about what we're going to do as far as formulas, so that you can put your budgets into the spreadsheet that you've created. So you'll see that you already have one that I've given you online, so I'm going to just navigate a little bit around that with you, and we're going to take the data and make the chart with it and format some of the things on there. Does everybody have it? Okay. So, great. Okay, so what is a Google Sheet? A Google Sheet is software, and it can be used for a lot of different things. The main reason that I want to use it with you guys is so that you can create a budget, which we've been working on, and you can kind of see how you're doing. You can adjust it as you need to adjust it, and you know how to, you always have it, so you can have it in the future. So it can calculate the data. It can tell you how you're doing on your budget as you kind of compare what you actually planned to what you actually used. And also it tells you a little bit about some of the graphs and things that you can create, so you can have a visual representation of your data that you had accumulated. Okay, so as you guys can see, you have a spreadsheet in front of you. You want to go up to the top where it says Untitled Presentation. Say Untitled Presentation. And you're going to name it. So you can name your spreadsheet. You can call it Budget. You can put your name in it. You can call it Kevin's Budget. Anything, just so you know where you can find it. So it'll be this part right up here. Untitled Spreadsheet, so you can name it. Everybody got that? All right, so as you know, just as in Google Docs or Google Slides, anything else you do, it just automatically saves for you. So naming is the important part. So you know that it will save for you. You want to format your columns. So your columns are up and down. Okay, so you'll see here in the software, across the top where the columns are labeled in letters and the rows are labeled in numbers. Does anybody know what we call this area, this rectangular area?
A1.
A1, that names it, but what does it name? What's it called?
Cell.
A cell, that's right. Only took computer apps, right? It's a cell. So this cell would be named, like Andrew said, A1. So this would be A2, A3, A4. So as you go, these are always going to stay here, so you can know what cell that you have, and it goes on pretty much infinitely. In Excel, it starts to go to double A, double B, double C, so it can really hold a lot of data. So as you see, we can enter data. So let's just take a look, and we're going to put in our cell 1 budget project. Okay, can you do that? In cell A1, you can type in. In every cell, you can type in either a number or a letter, and even symbols. It's just a place to keep information. Okay, budget project in A1. Okay, so I always like, when I kind of label it in my sheet, I like to kind of make it more individual. So you can take it and you can make it larger. So if you just go in and you, in the cell, you don't have to highlight it, just click on the text size, and you can make it a little bit larger. So let's make it larger and pick a color. So you can go right on to where it says, yep. Just make it larger, just like you would if you were doing a Google Doc. Oh, I like it. All right. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to format the data. I'm going to bring up my my spreadsheet to show you. Okay, so we're going to format the data. So when you format the data, you're going to go into where you have your words. You see in your spreadsheet you have the different categories in a budget, as you guys have looked. We have our income in our budget, but our expenses are going to be yours. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't have my glasses on. Your savings, your spending on transportation, your spending on housing, and it should be certain percentages. So we have that on the top row, and we have the different percentages on the bottom row. Okay, so click on where your cell that says savings on it. That would be cell B3, correct?
Bingo.
So, just like anything else, you can center that, you can bold that. So let's go ahead and bold that. Let's bold the whole row. Entire row. Yep, you can just click the whole row, just highlight the whole thing. You don't have to do one cell at a time, you can do the whole thing. Got that? Okay. So we want to make sure also that all our percentages add up to 100%. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick here. Okay, highlight all of your percentages that you have, all the numbers that you have. Okay, now I want you to go into your cell H4. Click into cell H4 with your cursor. Does everybody have H4? Okay, so if you look up on your toolbar, you're going to see a little backwards E. Kind of looks like this. See it? See it on the top? It's in the top one? Okay. If you don't see it on your toolbar, you look at the three little dots and click on that, you'll find it there. Okay? Then you click on sum. Click on sum. Sum means to add it. Okay, you got that? Okay. Now you can go back and highlight those 5 numbers. Okay, and once you highlight them, press enter. Does it equal 100?
Yes.
Awesome. Equals 100? Okay, so we know those numbers are also percentages. So let's format them so they look like percentages. So you're going to highlight all your 6 numbers. You're going to go up to the top and you're going to click on, you're going to see a little percent symbol. You got them all? Okay, I think here. I think there was a percentage in there in master total. So this went in 10. Okay, that's fine. So that would be 10%. That works. Okay, so we have our totals. Okay.
We can't go any less.
All right. So next, we're going to create a pie chart. So It's nice to be able to take your data and manipulate it, put it in a visual way that has colors, and it's a different way of looking at it, and so it's a little bit maybe better understood. So I want you to highlight your whole here we go. Go into the chart. You're going to highlight your paper all the way from, let's see, highlight from where it says savings all the way down to where you have your 10% under entertainment. Okay, so go up to the top and click on Insert. Click on Chart. Okay. So it might come up automatically with a pie chart, but it also might come up with a bar graph. You can choose any one you want to have it at. Okay. So you see what it did? Do your charts all have, or are they all labeled with your percentages? Pretty cool, huh? So this is just one of the things that you can do through Google Sheets. You can also customize your chart by adding a label to the top or the axis. So you're going to click on Chart Editor and go to Customize. Click on Customize. At that point, you can change your chart name on the top. It inserts a little text box for you, and you can just put it in from there. Just name it. Okay, you can drag that down now with your mouse all the way under your information. So, because I know when you first do it, it comes up over your information. You don't need to have it there. Okay, so just drag it down to a different part of your chart. Okay, nice job. So let's go back up into your chart again. I want to take a look at the columns that you have. Does anybody know how to widen or to adjust the size of the columns? Anybody? How do you do that, Kayla?
You go into where the letter is and you highlight like on the line that you
Okay. So let's make the column A wider. So put your cursor directly between the A and the B, up in the top, and just drag it over. Just make it wider. You go right in between. You have to see that sure. Here. And I'll turn into that. Yep. Moves it right over. Yeah, so you can move these in any way. And you'll see there'll be little pixel numbers on there, so if you're told to make it a certain width, you just look at the pixels and then it'll be that wide. Questions on that? Okay. The next thing I want to show you how to do is how to delete a column or add a column. Okay, let's go to column A. Just put your cursor or your mouse, highlight any cell in column A. Okay, so you can add a column by going up to Insert, and you can say it'll allow you to add a column or a row. Now you can add a column to the right, or you can add a column to the left side. Say you forgot some kind of item on your budget and you wanted to stick it in there, you would just stick it to the left or the right, and you would click on insert, and it would say new row. Do you want it to the left or to the right? And it'll create a whole new row for you. Okay, also if you want to delete a row, so go ahead, add a row, guys. Anywhere. You got it. Good. Awesome. Okay. This is a good start for our budget project. So, anybody have any questions on how to do these things? Okay. So what I want you to do now is to share it with me. You would share it just the way you would share any other document in Google. So you go up to share. It's already shared with me. Let's share it again. Okay. Just go up to share. Type in my address. Lee Flynn.
Where do you live?
Lee Flynn at cpsctg.org. Put that up for you. Okay? cpsctg.org. And allow me to comment on that. So I'll return it to you in comments.